All right, Sharon has some $1 bills and some $5 bills. Total number of bills is 14. She has 14 bills. And the value of the bills is $30. So we're going to write and solve a system of equations using elimination to find out how many of each kind of bill she has. And let's do this. First, let's define the variables. Okay? So let's say let x equal the number of $1 bills. $1 bills. And let y equal the number of $5 bills. Okay, so now that we've defined the variables, we can use them. We can say, if we were going to write an equation, we could say the number of $1 bills plus the number of $5 bills has to equal 14 because there's 14 bills total. And then you can say the number of $1 bills times 1, because they're each worth 1, plus the number of $5 bills, each times 5, because they're worth 5, can equal $30 total. Okay? So those are our two equations. And then it asks us to solve them using elimination. Well, that's fine. We can see for both of these that there is just a single x. So what we can do is subtract. I'm going to just say, what if we took that equation and said, subtract it? Okay? Then what would happen? Well, essentially, I'm going to rewrite what we would have then. We would have x plus y equals 14. And really, if we're subtracting it, what we're doing is we're distributing this negative to all three terms. And then we would have a result of negative x minus 5y equals negative 30. And then, if we now add them together, we can subtract it by subtracting each thing here, saying x minus x, or y minus 5y, or 14 minus 30. But that's essentially what we're doing when we rewrite it with the opposite sign. So what do we get here? We get the x's go away. We get negative 4x, I'm sorry, negative 4y, negative 4y equals negative 16. And then when we divide both sides by negative 4, we get y equals 4. And we can then solve for x by plugging it back in and saying, okay, well then, if we had x plus y equals 14, and y was 4, then we would say x plus parentheses 4 equals 14, and then subtracting 4 from both sides, we get x equals 10. So we would have 10 $1 bills and 4 $5 bills. And you can do a proof for both, and you should. That's how you do this one. I'm going to leave it to you to do the proof, and of course, I know you know how to do proofs, so I'm not showing every single time, but you should be doing them.